This is Darshana Gauchan with your daily news update for January 26, 2026. We start with a quick look at regional markets. Asian stocks were mixed on Monday as markets braced for a crucial U.S. Federal Reserve policy meeting later this week and awaited key tech earnings, while Japan shares slumped amid a sharply stronger yen. Nikkei 225 index slumped nearly 2%. South Korea's Kospi also eased nearly 1%. Singapore Straits Times index fell 0.4%. Zooming in on Cambodia's market, the Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 1.84 points or 0.43% to 423.38. Total trade volume was up with 201,280 shares changing hands at a total value of 1.29 billion real, over $325,000 US. On the main board, 2 stocks were up, led by Grand Twins International, while 5 stocks were down, with Pestec Cambodia as the biggest loser of the day. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering was up, while JS Land and Picasso City Garden were both down. Shifting to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real strengthened slightly to 4,029 Real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 97.14. Turning to global commodities, oil prices edged higher on Monday after climbing more than 2% in the previous session, as output disruptions in major U.S. crude-producing regions and tensions between the U.S. and Iran boosted prices. Brent crude futures rose 0.4% to $66.11 US a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was at $61.26 US a barrel, up 0.3%. Gold surged to a record high above $5,100 an ounce on Monday, extending a historic rally as investors piled into the safe haven asset amid rising geopolitical uncertainties. Spot gold was up 2.2% at $5,089.78 US per ounce. U.S. gold futures for February delivery also gained the same amount to $5,086.30 US per ounce. Moving on now to other business-related news. Cambodia and Laos have signed a new agreement on the transit and transshipment of agricultural products that will allow Cambodian agricultural goods to be transported through Laos to third countries, particularly China. The agreement was signed on January 25, 2026 by the Cambodian and Lao Ministers of Agriculture, following a bilateral meeting in Phnom Penh. Cambodia's banking and financial industry continued to record modest growth in both credit and deposits in 2025, despite external and domestic economic challenges, according to an annual report released by the National Bank of Cambodia on January 24th. Outstanding loans rose by 4.1% year-on-year to $63 billion by the end of 2025, while customer deposits increased by 14.7% to $65.7 billion. The Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training launched a major job fair in Banteay Meanchey Province on January 24th, offering more than 2,000 positions in a bid to encourage former migrant workers and local youth to seek employment within the kingdom. Held under the theme Khmers Helping Khmers Find Jobs, the event brought together 4 major industrial enterprises to conduct on-site interviews at Meanchey Park. And that's all for today's update. This was Darshana Gauchan for B2B Asia News.